Hey, what's up guys? SP Films here, back with another Minecraft Gotham City video, and today we're going to be viewing my Wonder City underneath Wonder Tower. So I had planned to show this last video, but I forgot somehow. Um, but today's the video, so we're just going to be going over it and showing it off for you guys. Uh, so I'm not going to do anything outside because you've pretty much seen all that, but we're gonna start right here in the lobby. Um, so there's just like a couch and some crates, and this is supposed to be like based off the one from Arkham Origins, where you fight one of the assassins. And there's like these display cases full of different pictures and junk. So these doors were in the game, but I don't think they go anywhere. But they're there, and there's like a big skylight that I saw. But we can go in. Here's like some Wonder City propaganda. We can go in the elevator, and then this is the elevator. It's pretty cool. I really like it. It's got like some nice little lights right here and some nice little chairs. Some more Wonder City signs and stuff. And then this would go all the way up, so you could fly all the way up to the top of Wonder Tower, but we already viewed Wonder Tower in like a previous video, so we're not gonna go in depth with it today. Here's like a little panel that I saw in the game. But to get down to Wonder City, we can take this little thing and go all the way down, and then once you're down here, alright, so once you're down here, this is Wonder City. I tried to go like I really like locked in on this on building Wonder City, because I have never really seen anybody go over it or build it and show it on YouTube before. So I wanted to be one of the first people to build a Wonder City. I took so many screenshots, and I have my brightness up a lot because without it, like I normally play on this world with like my brightness at 45. But if I left it at 45, it would be really dark and you wouldn't be able to see a lot. So I turn my brightness up because it gets really dark in here in some areas, and it would just be really hard to really look at things. But here's the elevator. It's got a Wonder City sign and like some things. This is where the doctor hostage would be, and you would fight the thugs and take her up here. And up here is how you actually enter the room as Batman in Arkham City, and she would just kind of chill right here for the rest of the game. But this area is like really dilapidated. It's got like roots hanging from the ceiling and old bookshelves and scaffolding, and you can see like parts of the wall are missing, and like it's just a really destroyed part of Wonder City. We'll go there later, but around the area there's also gargoyles, and I tried to make the gargoyles going sideways. I think it looks pretty good. It looks fine. There's like a lot of piping around, and I just really wanted this area to be super rustic and dilapidated, because Wonder City is supposed to be a really old, forgotten area of Gotham, and I just really went to town on the detail. Like I just went crazy on the catwalks. Like I put a bunch of dead bushes and a whole bunch of old crates and like old signs from when Wonder City was in when it was still running and stuff. So this sign, Higo's Hair Cuttery, is actually a reference to one of the, I think, art directors or mocap actors for the Arkham games, David Higo, and he actually, I think he was either one of the art directors or one of the mocap actors. And as a little reference to him, I put Higo's Hair Cuttery, so that's pretty cool. And then here's my new Titan container design. I have it like tucked away in this little corner over here, so you could be Batman and blow it up. And then around it, like around the actual like platform right here, there's just a bunch of old dilapidated buildings that at one point were real functioning like buildings, and people like lived down here for like the longest time. And the story behind Wonder City, which it was like it was a big city built by Ra's al Ghul, to like house people, and they would be gifted like immortal, like eternal life. And something went wrong and it got shut down. So that's basically the story behind Wonder City. And around Wonder City, I have these like mechanical guardians that you would scan as Batman. And then between all the buildings, there's like these like alleys or something. Like this one has like a tree, like a dead tree, and like some burning trash cans and stuff back there. So that's pretty cool. And then, just going through, there's more different shops and stuff. Um, oh my god, dude. Yeah, this world, you can find some pretty crazy stuff in this world. Um, and then, yeah, so just more buildings and stuff, and it's got like roots hanging from the ceiling and spider webs. There's like a Riddler trophy in this corner. And then all around the elevator, there's more robots, like more guardians in their cases. And going up around the gargoyles, these big beams are in the game, and I didn't really go too crazy on them. I just kind of did the same big like leg beam design that I did for Wonder Tower. So I think that's pretty cool. And they kind of go up, and they are like kind of supports, and they go in, like they kind of go inward a little bit as they get taller. Over here is a destructible wall, and you could blow it up as Batman and get this Riddler trophy that's in this corner. So I think that's pretty cool. Here's one of the buildings that are actually named. Underhill and Davies Bookstore, Wonder City Press. It's just like, I guess it would be like a bookstore and a like news anchor press office at some point. So that's pretty cool. Another dead tree over there. Here's another one, Wonder City Jewelry, and I put an emerald. And then I just really wanted this. I really wanted the buildings surrounding the area to be really destroyed. So like I put holes in the building. I put like vines and stuff, and a lot of the windows are boarded up. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. And then we'll go there in a second. Over here is a reference to, I think, Batman Forever. So it's called Clooney's Cobblers, and I think it's a reference to George Clooney, who plays Batman in that movie. So I think that's pretty cool. And I got like candles thrown around the area, and this is supposed to be like Lazarus or something, like Lazarus piping going underneath all these buildings. Nothing back there, just like a rock formation and barkeep and bounce. So I'm guessing this would be like a bar at some point. So I think we can go down now. So down here would be kind of like the main area at like the time when a lot of people lived in Wonder City. This would be kind of like the town center or something like that. I don't really know the whole history behind this place. I just kind of know like the basics of it. But down here, this is where the big globe is in Arkham City. So I kind of used like the copper blocks because it was like the closest color I could get to the game. So I put it in the game. I don't remember there being a fountain in the game. So I just did like my own touch and put a fountain around it and threw like lily pads and stuff. I really like this base. Holding up the globe, I really like the base. It's really cool. It's got like green windows and stuff. It's really nice. And then underneath all the staircases, there's just crates and boxes and stuff. Here's like an electrical charge box that you could shoot with the electric gun and like take one of the thugs' guns away. So that's pretty cool. I have just one of those thrown around. And then beside all the staircases, there's these cool like lamps that are kind of like old, like early 1900s, late 1800s kind of town lamps that would be thrown around to like the corner of like blocks on the surface and stuff. I might actually incorporate some of these into my city because they are really cool, and I've seen a few of these in Arkham Knight, so that's pretty cool. And then there's these big pillars that I used brick and andesite with, or granite, not andesite. And I kind of like mixed them up and kind of made them like a destroyed brick kind of texture, like the place is really old. And uh, yeah, so that's what I did for that. And then some bookshelves and crates and boxes, more candles thrown around. And I used a lot of the newer blocks from the new update in this world. So I used the new copper like grate blocks because I really like the design. So I kind of threw them around in certain places around the area. And then I actually didn't realize this at the time, but after I was finished building Wonder City, I went back into the game and I realized that there was more to this area underneath over here. Like there was like vents and stuff and more little shops, but I had already filled it up. And I don't know, I think it'd just be too extra. Like there's not really much going on down there but events in the game, so I didn't really go too in depth with that whole area. But I just kept it caged, and there's supposed to be like big Lazarus pipes that run underneath the sidewalk up here. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it for down here. Not a lot going on, but it is pretty cool. And if you're wondering what these are supposed to be pipes, like pipes in the ground that I threw around the area. So you'll see them a lot as we go through this area. But going this way, this is actually the entrance into the Lazarus Pit, and I I realized that it was down here in the game. Like if you played the game, it's actually the entrance is like down here. But I didn't want to do that because in my city, the Lazarus Pit has always been that way, and if I built it down here, it would just be the whole thing, you know, connecting all the stuff, and it would just been a lot longer process to connect it to Wonder City. So I just left it up here, and I think it looks better up here. You know, it's more open and it's more right at you. So um, over here, you know, just more crates and stuff. Here's like the big gate right here, and it's got a bunch of caution tape and stuff like it was closed up, and some do not enter signs. Here's some more siding of the building, some block texture and work that I did to make it look really destroyed and rustic. And then here's like an angel statue that was in the game. Wonder City, and we can go through here. And then once we go through here, this is like the main tunnel hallway area that was in the game. And in Arkham City, there would be a bunch of hanging bodies from the ceiling. But I didn't do that. For one, I don't know how to do that. And two, I wanted this area to be more cleaned up, and like I didn't just want a bunch of dead bodies hanging from the ceiling. So I left it open, but it's got really nice walls and some lights popping out of the sides and stuff, and arches and stuff, and then some like Lazarus piping going throughout the whole area, and a bunch of cobwebs. Like this area is like super webby in the game. Around here there would be like a big gate that you would have to open with the electric gun, but I just kept it open because I don't know. I didn't feel like closing it up, and I think it looks better open, so I kept that open. And then at the end of it, I didn't end up building the whole like town area that you like scan all the guardians in Arkham City. For one, I was running into like a underwater mountain, and I just was tired of clearing out mountains and stuff because it would have just been a whole other process building that area, and I was already so burnt out with this area. Like I had already spent like a month building the whole area, and then I got over here and I was like, man, I'm gonna have to build a whole bunch more. So I just left it sealed up, and this would be kind of where the assassin falls down and you take her sword and you open up like the secret door. Temple of Wonder City. So we'll go there in a second, but yeah, I just left this gate closed. So this would go to that area, but I just kept it closed because I didn't feel like messing with it. You can take this pressure plate or button and go into here, and this is like a secret tunnel that runs under the street of the Bowery, and it's actually, this tunnel's not new. Like I just updated it and put lights and stuff, but this tunnel actually has been here for like a good 2 or 3 years. I don't think I've really showed it ever, but this goes out to the surface, so we can go up here, and this leads to like a hobo village area right here. So I think that's pretty cool. So you can access it with like this little manhole cover, and go back down, and you can go through here, and over here there is like a Riddler trophy. You could use like your line launcher and get over here and get the Riddler trophy. And then at the very end of the tunnel, like this tunnel was probably like I imagine to be built by the assassins, like for easy access to the Lazarus Pit. So yeah, that's basically the story behind this area. We can go through here, and the Lazarus Pit is also not new. I just have updated it after I built Wonder City. So over here there's like some sinks or whatever I saw in the game, and I used a lot more of the grates on the floor and hanging lights, and there's like some skylights at the top, and I really like how the water's dripping. It kind of looks like this place is really damp and dark and gross. But here's like the big gate where you'd walk into the Lazarus Pit, and I don't know if I've shown Lazarus Pit at all on my world, but this is it. So if you haven't seen it, this is what it looks like. This is like where you fight Clayface at the end of Arkham City, and you throw him into the pit right here. And there's like these big vats full of Lazarus, and up here, I don't know what this was, but I just remember Joker being at the top right here, and you like throw a sword at him and it knocks him into it, or knocks Clayface into the Lazarus Pit. But besides that, this is pretty much the end point of the whole underground area. There's just some more piping and candles and stuff around, and detail or designs on the floor. But that's pretty much the whole Wonder City and Lazarus Pit. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the whole area. Like I really wanted this area to look cool, because I've never really seen many people build a Wonder City or even a Lazarus Pit at all. So I wanted to be the first, or like the first to show it on YouTube, and I don't know, I just really wanted to make this a really cool thing and stuff. But I do have one more thing I want to show you. It's pretty small, but over here I've been working on this island a lot more, and I kind of got two buildings over here built. This one's not fully built. There has to be a roof, and the grounds have to be detailed a little bit, but it's got this cool overhang that's lit up, and this right here, and these cool windows. And I plan to build a like Vicky Vale billboard up top, so look forward to that. And I have this cool like mechanic shop that I built, and it just looks really cool. And up here there's like a little predator area up here with like a little rooftop access. And then down here I named it Owls. I know it's like pretty pretty cliche to call it Owls, because Owls is like a really common name for like a repair shop or like a gas station or something. But basically you'd bring your car around and he would open the gates, but in my world I'm pretending it is like it's actually closed down or like abandoned, so, and it's just used for like gang activity and stuff. But out here there's like a broken down car, and you can see like some of the wheels are taken off their hinges, and it's like really disgusting. And there's pallets thrown around and little workbenches and stuff and trash bags. And then over here, this is pretty small, but this is like the garage where originally they would work on the cars, but now it's just kind of sitting here, and it's not really being used. There's like piping and stuff on the ceiling, and this is supposed W White Organics, which is obviously a Breaking Bad reference. So I put some crystal meth right here in these like crates, and then there's like a workstation and some tables and stuff over here. But yeah, that was just something small I wanted to show you guys because I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, share, comment, subscribe. It really helps out the channel, motivates me to post more. The next video will probably be an Arkham Asylum showcase, like my new Arkham Asylum showcase, so stay tuned for that. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.